This is the Louie T Network.
In the lab room.
Welcome. You are in the lab room. I'm your host, Lou. Thank you for joining me. Here to break down the matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the St. Louis Rams. Cowboys hosting the Rams, and they always beat up on the St. Louis Rams when they are in Dallas. The last time these two teams met in Dallas, DeMarco Murray went bananas. And this time when they met in Dallas, DeMarco Murray went bananas. And it seems like he has the St. Louis Rams number. He rushed for over 240 yards or so the last time these two teams met. The Cowboys haven't really had success running the football in this young 2013 season. That all changed against the Rams as Murray went off on them in this game. The Cowboys as a team went off on the St. Louis Rams in this game. The Rams got off to a slow start, and it seems like this team has been ill prepared in these last two games on the road. In the first game of the season at home, they came out, they played good football against the Arizona Cardinals at home. Since then, they've been on the road, and they've got off to sluggish starts, and it's cost them. Last week, they were down 21-0 before you could even blink. This week, they were down 31-0, and it was 17. It was all kinds of numbers before you could even really catch your breath. And the problem with the Rams is they're not getting off to fast starts. And they had opportunities in this game. Last week, you could argue that, hey, they just got bombarded by the Atlanta Falcons. This week, they got the ball first. They did nothing with it. They punt. The Cowboys muff the football. They get great field position as they recover. And they absolutely go backwards and don't even get a chance to attempt a field goal. So they go to punt the football. They attempt a fake. They don't execute it. They get nothing. And after that, it just went all downhill from there. And this Rams team has to start games better. They have to start off faster. And they got a little bit of pressure from the Cowboys. This Cowboys defense is really good. This cover two shell with Monty Kiffin, this 4-3 defensive look that they now have and are sporting, seems to fit them like a glove. George Selvey has been a surprise. I saw him in the preseason, and this was it. To me, I thought that this was his last stop in the NFL. He wasn't going to make it with the Cowboys, and they were going to release him, and his career was going to be over. He seems to have found a home in Dallas. He's playing well. DeMarcus Ware is doing what DeMarcus Ware does. This defense is flying around to the football, and they looked really good in this game. They got after Sam Bradford. He was uncomfortable from the start. He started checking the ball down unnecessarily because he was uncomfortable, and this running game did not get off the ground. Cowboys took advantage of all of the things that the Rams were doing wrong offensively and the Cowboys defense was doing right. Cowboys get the ball on offense, and they were just moving the football, whether it was running with DeMarco Murray or it was Tony Romo finding Des Bryant, finding Miles Austin or Jason Witten, or DeMarco Murray in the passing game. Whatever it was, the Cowboys had it clicking on all cylinders. They got it done. And this one was never close. This one was never in the balance. The Cowboys dominated this football game from start to finish. And they get it done in this football game, 31-7, do the Dallas Cowboys. And once again, the Cowboys win, and they're the only team in the NFC East to win in Week 3. So now they're 2-1. They're sitting pretty atop the NFC East. Are the Dallas Cowboys at 2-1 after this 31-7 victory? Meanwhile, the St. Louis Rams have questions to answer, and they don't have much time because it's a quick turnaround. Boom. Thursday Night Football at home versus the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams that are struggling right now. Two teams that have lost 2 games in a row after winning their home openers to start the season. And so this is going to be a tough divisional matchup for the Rams next game. They got to get it going quickly because if they fall asleep at the wheel versus the San Francisco 49ers to start out the game, they could be in trouble home like they've been in these last two football games to start out very quickly. So we'll see if the Rams can get their season back on track at home on Thursday Night Football against a divisional opponent in the San Francisco 49ers. Rams are now 1-2 in the season, and this was another lackluster performance by the St. Louis Rams. So I thank you for joining me here in the lab room. And remember, if it happens in the NFL, whether big or small, we cover it all here in the lab room. Have a good one. I'll see you next time. Like the content? Want more? Sub up.
In the lab room.